Okay, so like, summer is totally vibing right now, right? Which has got me like, majorly stressing about vacation. I mean, the possibilities are basically endless. Do I want to like hike a mountain or maybe just chill on a beach somewhere? The pressure is so real. It's actually kind of ridiculous how indecisive I am. Like, should I even stay in the US this year? Or is it like Europe time? Alabama. Okay, sweet tea and southern hospitality, I could be into that. Alaska. Whoa, imagine seeing the northern lights, that's like bucket list material. Arizona. Hello, Grand Canyon. Plus, maybe I can finally perfect my downward dog in Sedona. Chapter 4, Arkansas. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about Arkansas. Time to do some research. Chapter 5, California. California. Duh, California is always a good idea. Beaches in and out, need I say more? Chapter 6, Colorado. Colorado. Hiking, skiing, cute mountain towns. Colorado's got it all. Chapter 7, Connecticut. Fall foliage, anyone? Plus, I heard the seafood is fire. Chapter 8, Delaware. Delaware. Maybe I could go antiquing or something? Chapter 9, Florida. Theme parks, beaches, alligators. Florida's a classic for a reason. Chapter 10, Georgia. Peaches, history, and maybe some ghost hunting in Savannah. I'm here for it. Chapter 11, Hawaii. Okay, who wouldn't want to go to Hawaii? Surfing, volcanoes, pineapples, it's paradise. Chapter 12, Idaho. Potatoes, mountains, and maybe some hot springs. Sounds pretty chill. Chapter 13, Illinois, Chicago, deep dish pizza, and maybe catch a Cubs game? Sounds like a plan. Chapter 14, Indiana. The Indy 500, I'm not really a car person, but maybe I could rock a racing suit. Chapter 15, Iowa, cornfields as far as the eye can see, and maybe I can finally try a corn dog that's actually good. Chapter 16, Kansas, Wizard of Oz vibes, anyone? Plus, I heard the sunsets there are insane. Chapter 17, Kentucky, horses, bourbon, and maybe I can finally learn how to line dance. Chapter 18, Louisiana, beignets, jazz music, and maybe some voodoo magic. Sounds like my kind of party. Maine, lighthouses, lobster rolls, and maybe I can finally perfect my New England accent. Maryland, crabs, history, and maybe I can finally try Old Bay seasoning on everything. Massachusetts, Harvard, history, and maybe I can finally try a Boston cream pie. Michigan, the Great Lakes, car museums, and maybe I can finally try a Coney dog. Minnesota, land of 10,000 lakes, maybe I can finally learn how to fish. Mississippi, blues music, southern food, and maybe I can finally learn how to play the harmonica. Chapter 25, Missouri, the Gateway Arch barbecue, and maybe I can finally try toasted ravioli. Montana, big sky country. Imagine seeing a bear in the wild. Nebraska, Cornhusker State, maybe I can finally try a runza. Nevada, Las Vegas, baby, time to hit the casinos and see a show. New Hampshire, fall foliage, cute towns, and maybe I can finally try maple syrup straight from the source. New Jersey, the Jersey Shore, boardwalks, and maybe I can finally try saltwater taffy. New Mexico, hot air balloons, alien encounters, and maybe I can finally try green chili stew. New York, the city that never sleeps, Broadway shows, museums, and maybe I can finally try a New York slice. North Carolina, beaches, mountains, and maybe I can finally try barbecue from both sides of the state. North Dakota, Theodore Roosevelt National Park, sunflower fields, and maybe I can finally try Nofla soup. Ohio, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cedar Point Amusement Park, and maybe I can finally try a Buckeye candy. Oklahoma, Native American history, Route 66, and maybe I can finally try chicken fried steak. Chapter 37, Oregon, the Pacific Coast Highway, craft breweries, and maybe I can finally try a voodoo donut. Pennsylvania, the Liberty Bell, Amish country, and maybe I can finally try a Philly cheesesteak. Rhode Island, mansions, beaches, and maybe I can finally try a coffee milk. South Carolina, Charleston, charm, beaches, and maybe I can finally try shrimp and grits. South Dakota, Mount Rushmore, the Black Hills, and maybe I can finally try Chislic. Tennessee, country music, Graceland, and maybe I can finally try Nashville hot chicken. Texas, everything's bigger in Texas. Rodeos, barbecue, and maybe I can finally try a kolache. Utah, Arches National Park, skiing, and maybe I can finally try fry sauce. Vermont, covered bridges, maple syrup farms, and maybe I can finally try Ben & Jerry's ice cream at the source. Virginia, history, beaches, and maybe I can finally try a Smithfield ham. Washington, the Space Needle, Pike Place Market, and maybe I can finally try a Starbucks Reserve coffee. West Virginia, mountain scenery, whitewater rafting, and maybe I can finally try pepperoni rolls. Wisconsin, cheese, beer, and maybe I can finally try a Butterburger. Wyoming, Yellowstone National Park, Grand Teton National Park, and maybe I can finally see a moose. See? This is what I'm talking about. How am I supposed to choose just one? There are so many amazing places to see in the US, it's actually kind of overwhelming, like, I need a vacation from planning my vacation, but seriously, let me know in the comments where you're going on vacation this year. I need all the inspiration I can get. The girl says, subscribe and leave a comment on what state you will visit this year. Keep Voyage Vibes channel for all your travel.